Welcome back, my friends, to Blind Nation. Glad to be here. And just want to give a shout out to all of my subscribers. Every single one of you. I love you guys so much. You guys really, I see things about, how I'm bringing inspiration to people and all that. But let me tell you something. You guys also inspire me to do what I do. Okay? And I want you to know that. I'm being as serious as I can right now. Without, having subscribers and people that believe in what you do, then it makes it way more complicated. A month ago, I didn't even see myself getting to 100 subscribers. Now I'm at 262 or 263. And I do think we'll go up. I believe that. Just because of the great things that I do. And I know that you guys talk about me, and that helps. So anyway, I just want you guys to know that I appreciate you. I appreciate every single one of you. I'm going to be sharing the story. I was asked to share this story, and I think I did it on another video, actually on a podcast. Unfortunately, my podcast account was downgraded, and now I've lost podcast time. So I'm kind of, and until I can pay to re-upgrade my account, I'm just going to have to do it here, I guess. Which, whatever, but hopefully I'll get that at some point. Anyways, I don't want to get off track here. I was asked, what did happen to the blind community? What happened? Where did it go? What caused it? What caused me to make the choice that I made? And they're very, honest questions. So I'm going to answer those questions as best as I can. I'm also going to take you guys and show you where my business was. Now, I can't go inside, but I'm going to go over there and at least show you where I was, where the business was or whatever, and stuff as well at some point through this video. So, for that said, let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so to start with, I opened up the location for the blind community at the beginning of 2016 of last year. It was in February, I believe. And of course, it was opened up by the small amount of funds that we had saved up. And expectingly, I thought that, things would just fall in place and kind of pay for itself as things picked up. So we got it opened up. I've got, and basically, to let you know, the local location was more than just about resources. We also started doing computer sales, support here locally. But of course, we wasn't here long enough, opened up long enough locally to really get our name out there the way that I wanted to. And so the first problem that started was about a month and a half moved into the business. I was opening it up at around 8 every morning, and I was there about 7, always an hour early, just to get woke up, drink my coffee, get the day started. And it was a decent location. There was a decent amount of traffic that came through there. So anyway, the first problem that took place was above the business was some apartments that was above it. One apartment, a large apartment. And I was sitting at my desk one day, and I started like smelling something. It smelled kind of like skunky, and I thought, what the heck is going on? There's no way there's a skunk outside my door right here. I mean, it's possible that, possible that a skunk could have been out there. And so I kind of just ignored it for a little bit, and I thought, well, it'll go away. Well, I turned on the heat. Well, no, the air, because it started getting warm around May-ish or whatever. Because it's a good month and a half, 2 months before it started taking place. And the vents was in the ceiling, so the air came down. And I realized when I was sitting in front of the door, that's where one of the vents was up in the ceiling, that I was smelling it. And then I realized that it wasn't a skunk at all. It was marijuana that I was smelling. And I thought, this is not good. This is bad. I can't have this here. This is going to look really bad on me, because people will come in, and you know as well as I know that what is the first thing you're going to think if you walk in and smell that? Most people have a familiar, know what pot smells like. And it got bad. It got really bad. I mean, it stunk up the whole office. And now I tried to handle this peacefully, with no confrontations or nothing. I didn't want to involve the law or nothing like that, because, I mean, you just got to be careful when them kind of things happen. You don't want to put your name out there as being some guy that's a snitch, Go away, B. Looked like I'm dancing, didn't it? So, my neighbor said, well, the neighbor by the business said, don't worry about it, I'm going to go up and talk to this guy, get this taken care of. Well, he had told him, he told the guy, look, you got to stop. It's going into the business. The guy can't have that going in there. Well, they ignored it. They completely ignored it and continued to do it. So then what happened was there was some other people on the back side of my business. And there was people on the other, like, pretty much all around me. Well, someone ended up calling the cops and reporting it. Now, I don't know who. It could have been a customer, could have been a neighbor, I don't know. But just because of us asking these people, look, this has got to stop, led to them thinking that we called the cops. And then it led to threats being made. Literally, I went out the door one day, and there's a guy yelling and screaming at me, you got my son arrested, and, all this stupid stuff, which I did not, because I never involved the cops. But what do you expect is going to happen when it's getting out there and, you're doing this stuff and everybody can smell it? Somebody's going to say something at some point, and that's what happened. That was the first shutdown. That was the first thing that told me, okay, try to write it out, see if it'd go away. Well, it didn't. It was just getting worse. So I had to take the sign down, and I had to leave. It was really, really, really upsetting, and it still upsets me, because that was my life. It still is. I love doing what I can, and I was really beginning to build. We had over 400 members, and locally we had just started getting business. I had a contract with the local company here that we were doing work on their computers and etc. So things were just starting to look good. That was the first downfall. The second thing, let me make sure I'm still recording here, guys. There's a timer on this editor that I use. Hold on.
Voiceover on. Video lab. 7 minutes, 20 seconds.
Okay.
Voiceover off.
There was, it was really troubling to me, and still is. Then the funding ran out, and I was paying for the business fees out of my own pocket, and I was doing that out of a monthly income. I was not only paying my own bills, but I was also trying to keep up the business bills, the rent, the internet. That was the two. Well, there's rent, internet, the utilities was included, so it really was good because we didn't have to pay electric. So, ended up having to shut down. Now, the people that I was renting the business off of also rented to the people above it, but they did nothing about it. Said, well, they live there. There's nothing we can really do. Yada, yada, yada. So anyways, the second problem came into, we wasn't getting any donations or anything. And it was completely funded through getting donations. So, the funds ran out. I couldn't afford to do it no more, just out of my own pocket. The good thing is once I do have the funding available, I have completely rebuilt the entire financial structure for the blind community so that it will pay for itself. And along with the services that we'll be providing and all that, it definitely will pay for itself. But now I'm just in a situation, financially, looking, there's a couple places that are available, but of course right now, no funding, can't do nothing, can't even get my foot in the door. I'm hoping so at some point. And we'll see what happens. So that is what happened. This was never about me ever giving up on the blind community. So if there's members watching, and I'm sure there is, this was never about giving up on anybody. It was just due to the situation and the things that took place. The blind community is ran on donations and funding that we create through the things that we do. And I just want to let people know that I don't expect $1 from anybody. And whether someone donates or not, I'm not going to do any less than what I already do. I'm not going to work any less than what I do. I'm not going to put, I'm not going to be as motivated because people's not helping. Because I'm just, that's just me. I'm a soft-hearted person, and I love helping people, and I believe, I've always believed that it will pay for itself, whether it has yet or not, but I believe that. Like we had 400 members, and if I could have got $2 from each member a month out of 400, that would have paid for everything for the business and allowed us to begin to create more funds to do more. And I still hope to do that with the new financial plan that I put together. I hope that we still get the same numbers of people. You quit that. So we'll see. But like I said, I don't expect it. And if people can't do it or choose not to do it, I think no less of them. I don't say, okay, well, those people are not helping me, so I'm not going to look at helping them that much. I'm going to look at the people over here that help me. That's not the way I operate. That's not the way I see things. And that's not the way I treat people. I have always given 100% into what I do. And do my best. So, either way, I still will be working really hard to get the blind community back up and running the way that I want. If it takes me 3 months, then it takes me 3 months. If it takes me a year, it takes me a year. But one way or another, I'm a believer, and I believe that when you do good things come back at you. I believe that. I believe that. So, what I do doesn't change if someone's helping or not. And I want you guys to know that. Those that might have been a member or that might be looking to become part of the blind community or, be involved. I don't count anybody any less for what they can't do or don't do. I still put out the same quality that I would if, either way, whether someone helped or not. So, that's what I do. What?
Yeah, I'm going to work.
Okay. Okay. That was my boy. So I want you guys to know that, okay? And the main reason I did this was so people know what happened and kind of understand how I feel about it. I will not give up, because I believe it will. One day is, going to be, I wake up and realize, oh man, it's working out, or I believe that when you do good things come in return. And I'll always work hard for everybody, whether it's for the blind community, even for my channel here. I enjoy talking to you guys. You guys give me a lot of support. You guys give me a lot of confidence, and that means the world to me. So, I love you guys, and let's go take a look at the business where we used to be. Alright guys, so I'm just going to show you. It was right here is where it used to be. It's the front door to it. And of course had the mailbox put in, had the front window display. So it was it was a cool thing, but it did not last, unfortunately. And which is pretty cool because I lived right beside, or my business was right beside my niece. So, yeah.
Breaking. About 100 people killed in carbon explosion.
But let me, hold on a second, guys.
Stop recording video.
But yeah, so that was the deal. It lasted for a little while until all that went down. So that's the story of that, folks. And, as a matter of fact, hold on a minute. Tasha, come here.
Okay, so it's been 11 years for Frank.
She's not a camera person, but yeah, so that's what it was, guys. Ain't nothing really to show. I mean, that's all I can show you. I can't get into it or inside of it or whatever. So there you go. That's what it be. All right, guys. So that was a quick view of the business. Hopefully you guys got to at least see. Showed where the entrance was, and I think I showed the big display window. I mean, it was perfect. It faced right toward the street and everything. I loved it there. But like I said, things happen, and I honestly had no control over that at all. I get a lot of messages about it. Because we did a lot of stuff. One of the big things that we was doing was described audio. We even had an app that you could download, which that's no longer available. But next time we get an app, I want to make it where it's our app and not us going through some other company. Because then once you can't afford to pay the monthly fee to keep that app or whatever from the company that designs it, then you no longer have rights to that app anymore. So, yeah, there's just a lot of things that went wrong, guys. But I can promise you, when the funding's available again, and I can afford to get things started back up, and I do, I really, really do, with all my heart, want to get that back up and going. But financially, I can't do it myself, out of my own personal pocket. But I mean, I do have some good things lined up for it, and hopefully that'll kind of help out. And then just for those that are involved in the blind community that might be watching this video, the link is below that you can go to if you want to help out, if you want to send us a donation to help us out. I would really, really appreciate it. It is for a really, really good cause. But again, I don't expect everybody to do that. And if they don't, then it's, I still love you guys the same. Okay? I promise you that. But if anybody can help, it really does help out. And it really will be going for a really, really good cause. And everybody that has ever helped out the blind community, I've always kept them up to date with everything going on. So, all we can do is take it day by day. I love you guys so much. Like, share, subscribe. Help share this and get this out there. Maybe we can get lucky and that one person that can make a difference with helping us out. You never know. So, all I can do is hope and pray. I love you guys. Hit that like button. Hit that share button. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. And just another note, the Old Man Roger Show will be coming real soon. Okay. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next vlog. Take care. All right, guys. So just in case those of you that do want to help out, we went ahead and put this at the end of the video. Again, just showing you the page. It's real simple. Just scroll down to the bottom of the page. You'll see where the donate button is. When you do that, now there are links on here that are unfortunately broken, but we're getting that work done, I promise you. But it does have a link where you can email us, and it does have a contact number. But you'll see right here, click on the button, the PayPal button. When you do that, it's going to load. Well, come on. Loading, loading, loading. There it is. And then you just put in your amount. It says at the top, Blind Nation, which is, like we had decided, a good alias for the blind community. Both names are connected together. So, anyway, put your amount in at the top. If you do not have a PayPal button, you will see where you can just use a card or whatever choice of payment that you want to use. If you do have PayPal, you can log in there. So, you've got your options. Hopefully this helps you out for those that do want to help out. Oh, come on, get rid of goofy notifications. So there you go, guys. That was a quick how to donate or whatever. Hopefully I helped you if you're someone that wants to help. And if you do, that's great. And if not, we understand as well. I love you, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.